Okay, in this video, we're going to show you some tips and tricks on how to do a successful video upload. So basically, we're going to call this Step 4, How to Send Videos Part B. Now you can see everything is grayed off once you come into this step. Everything's grayed off, you can't click on it until you load your login information. Now this is the information that you created back in step number 1. Okay, so we're just going to load that up and you can see right away the video sites populate. Some of those will be green if you did a successful video upload campaign on those. And yeah, now you're good to go. Now the first thing you want to do is add your video. Okay, we showed you this in the last video, but we're going to go a little bit more in depth on a few of the items. For instance, the video file that you want to select. You have to remember that these video sharing sites don't necessarily have the space or really want high definition, huge videos, right? So it's best to keep them around 2 megabytes to 10 megabytes. The smaller it is, the better it is, and the more success that you will have. And you also see that we discussed this in our webinars, that you don't necessarily need those crazy produced high definition videos that are huge and over half an hour long. Okay, now here you're going to type in your title. In the description, it does allow spinnable text, so you can definitely do that. Make sure you follow the format right here. Keywords, pretty self-explanatory. Now the category, only a few of the sites really care about this, so you know, pick what you want. And status, this mainly is for you to let you know that it's processed or not processed. You can leave it blank and it really doesn't matter. Alright, so that's the first one. So you're going to basically create your new one. Next, you're going to type in a campaign name here and save it, right? Once you do that, you can load it up, obviously. And I have a couple of test ones right here. You can see my video file right here. All the information, right? Pretty straightforward. And you can also delete it from the list if you want to. Okay, but that's not what I want to do, so we'll just load it back up. Now what you can do is down here, you can select the different video sites. In order to select them one at a time, just left click on them, and you can see they'll turn blue, and you can pick the ones that you want. If you want to deselect them, simply right click on them, and you can get rid of them. So to select, left click; to deselect, right click them. Also in the drop down menu, you're able to select all of them, deselect all of them, or select just the successful. Now you'll see in a proper upload campaign, these would have been green depending on which sites you got a successful account at. So if you clicked select successful, it would just pick the sites that you had an account at, and so that's very useful. Once you're done, we're just going to select a couple here. Once you're done doing that, you're going to hit save, and then you're going to be able to do start upload campaign. But before I show you the start upload screen, I just want to show you quickly this status bar down here. Okay, so basically this status bar shows you the amount of video sites in here. We're constantly adding and updating some of the sites, so this can fluctuate. It shows your proxies if they're on or off. Currently it's off. The only time you can use proxies are when you're actually doing a video upload, like we can try and turn it on here. It says you cannot enable it until the program is in the process of creating accounts or uploading videos. Very important. We'll get more into proxies probably in another video. This will show your proxy IP, and then here basically the status of what Video Marketing Robot is doing. Now that we got that out of the way, let's do a video upload. So you hit that, and basically once you click start video upload, you will see a few items on this page. First one is a preview screen right here at the bottom. Up here is the information window. Here Video Marketing Robot will allow you and tell you what it's doing, if the site is down, if it's a successful upload, and then it'll give you the URL, etc. We go into depth in the other video. Also the auto skip. I mentioned this a little bit in the last video, but I think it's very, very important to show you this, okay? If your video like right now it's set at 600 seconds, which is 10 minutes. So if Video Marketing Robot runs into a problem, like let's say the website has updated or changed or something, and it just can't seem to automatically skip, it will wait for 10 minutes before it skips. Now obviously, the larger your video size is, the longer this needs to be set. Because if it takes longer than 10 minutes for your video to be uploaded, Video Marketing Robot will skip. Now you can see it did a successful video upload here. If it's shorter, like this test video is around 400 kilobytes, I think, you can set this to 100 seconds to 200 seconds, and then in just a couple of minutes, it'll automatically skip. So remember, the larger your video file is, this needs to be set larger. The smaller, it can be set smaller. That being said, it's very, very important that you know what you're doing when you start playing around with this. In order to make sure you're successful right off the bat, create a small video, maybe 2 megabytes of size, and leave this auto skip alone. Set Video Marketing Robot up, hit start upload, and leave it alone. Allow it to go through all the sites doing the video upload. Now, we can do the proxy settings, we'll get into that later, but now you could enable it if you wish, and that's basically it. So let's do a little bit of a recap, okay? So, first things first. The automatic skip feature should be considered to be an advanced option. Okay, do not fiddle with this until you've done some test videos with smaller files. Okay, so here we go. Let's get into the recap. To start, keep your video file small. Okay, your video file size needs to be small. We are talking 1 megabyte to 10 megabytes in file size. Okay, once we become more comfortable with this, then you can play around with the larger video sizes. But in the beginning, keep it small. Make it easier on yourself so you don't get frustrated. Finally, keep your videos short. It's statistically proven that 30 seconds to 2 minutes is a perfect length. Okay, 2 minutes is almost a little bit too long, but keep it small, keep it short, and they help you out. Make sure you use a standard format for your video file. Don't use fancy DivX formats. Keep it like .avi or a Windows Movie Maker files work fine. Just keep it standard and you won't have issues. Some of these smaller video sharing sites, although they say they accept it, we've found through our testing that they don't necessarily accept all video formats. Whatever is installed on their servers is what they accept. And so just make it easier on yourself. Make sure you're using a standard format and you won't have any upload issues. Finally, and this is a very important point, do not use proxies. Okay, through all our testing we found that they are not necessarily. We've uploaded lots of junk videos just to do testing and make sure Video Marketing Robot works, and we found that we've never been banned from the sites. So maybe the account has been deleted, but we have simply never been banned. So you don't need to use proxies. We have added this feature for advanced users because they were asking for it, so it's in there. If you're not an advanced user yet, simply do not use proxies. And that's the end. Good luck and have fun with video marketing.